Welcome back everyone to the Vintage Sewing Machine Garage, and I thought about questions people might have when it comes to installing plates. Some machines are more prone to having plates go missing because people can't figure out how to get them put on. Some of them are kind of strange or odd in getting back on, and they go lost. That's not typically true for the Singer 15 class. This machine, when I picked it up at the client's house, it actually was missing its throat plate or bobbin plate, whichever name you wish to give it. So I just thought I would show this to you, and I was able to get a plate. This is a vintage plate. I paid more for it, but that's okay. If you have to use a reproduction new one, you can. I don't find they always, sometimes they fit fine. They're perfect. You know, it's just a plate. Sometimes they don't. But I was able to get a vintage plate, and this one has the clip that it needs to hold it in place. But I wanted to mention something to you before. What I do on these, instead of using oil, I'll use grease. Now I put a very small amount of grease, you know, just one dab, okay? We're not talking about a lot. And then another dab here. And then you're going to take your cotton swab and you're going to just simply run that grease here and here, right? Just a film of grease is all you need. You're not flooding the thing. But the other thing, one thing that people sometimes forget is there's another side, right? Because the clip runs underneath. And this is an area people sometimes have to fight with their plates and they don't know why. There's a track here, right? And a track here. So you put a dab here, right? Put a dab here. This is a very small amount here, right? We're not, again, this is not really a moving joint per se. And I'm just going to spread that grease along the track underneath. So always remember that most of your plates, there are exceptions to this. Some of the 1960s Japanese machines have a slightly different setup. They don't always use clips. And you can see, you know, when your plate's going to be sliding at the top, the clips are going to be engaging below. I have found though that when I go to put the plate in, I find it easier in this particular model anyway to have the machine upright. So you've got your clips. Now this particular plate goes in with the clip end first, and then this little opening here, which I suspect was designed to help people, grab onto it. So how am I going to get this one on? They vary, okay? Your 66 and 185s don't work this way. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in, and underneath here, sometimes you will see a different cutout on one end than the other, okay? So I think, I might be seeing things, I think this side may be a little deeper than this one, but I haven't measured them, so don't quote me on that. So I'm going to take the clip, and instead of trying to push it in all at once, I'm going to start with one end, the one that's closest to me in this case, although it might work in the opposite direction. And notice when I do that, I got to come under on this side, right? So I'm coming in at an angle. Let's turn this so you guys can see. So here's this one clip. I'm going to get it underneath, right? But I haven't got this end in yet. That's kind of tough. Now, people have different techniques. Some people come in different angles on this particular model, okay? And then what am I going to do? I'm going to take a small screwdriver and just very gently, don't get rough with it, push down on the clip. If the clip, by the way, if the clip is too tight and it's not willing to move, go underneath and make sure to see if the clip, maybe the clip has been bent or torn. And these little screws hold it tight against the plate. Typically that's not the issue, but you have the option if you want to loosen those to try to get it on. But usually it's this. These clips are meant to flex and bend, but only so far. Be gentle or you'll break them, and then you'll be where I was without a plate. So anyway, I'm going to come here. I think I might want to zoom in a little bit on this one. Okay, so I'm at this angle here. I've got my clip down here underneath on its little track. If you come in too close to the end, the track closes. You have to come in a little bit, like at least a quarter of an inch. There we go. And you'll know because the plate's going to move in towards you. Now I'm going to take the screwdriver and just gently push on that to get it to clear, okay? And now you'll know, because if I try to push on either end, it's locked in, right? and look how nicely it slides. So if you're not sure, you can always look underneath and you'll see that the clips are now where they should be, and they do their job. But again, your plate has an upper and a lower friction point on the chassis of the machine, and that's what holds it down so it doesn't go flying. So there you go, guys. Just something that this is one of those little details people sometimes forget to do, and it makes a big difference, okay? And so now, it slides better, and that's what you want. So you don't have to fight with it when you're using it to sew things. Thanks for watching, everybody. Sometimes I don't think of videos until I'm in the moment. I'm doing something, and I was making videos on this machine for a while now, and sometimes I'll just think, oh, maybe I should talk about so-and-so. I don't always think about them until it's time. But anyway, I sure appreciate you guys watching, and hopefully I'll be getting this machine, don't have too much left to do on her, and we'll be getting the old 1530 hopefully set back up into a treadle machine. Got a new treadle belt in stock, and we'll be hopefully setting that up soon and getting this machine up and running once again. Thanks for watching, everybody.